Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chima Michael, and I'm glad you're here with me. So, today we'll be looking at a very short topic, that is passing the NEBOSH examination in the very first attempt. Okay, in my previous videos, if in case you've not seen it, please go back to see it. I've actually explained what NEBOSH is, okay, the full meaning of NEBOSH, the benefits of NEBOSH, why you should take NEBOSH, okay, things to look out for if in case you want to take the NEBOSH qualification. So today I'm going to explain to you precept by precept how you can pass the NEBOSH examination in your very first attempt. I want you to also know that the NEBOSH examination now is OBE. OBE means open book examination. Before I go further, please do well to like my videos, do well to subscribe, comment, and share with friends. This is actually the support we require from you all. Thank you, and God bless you. Now, the NEBOSH examination is currently an open book exam. However, a lot of people have said now NEBOSH is open book, it's very easy to pass, it's very easy to pass, making people very complacent in studying. Okay. Anyways, the statistic shows that the number of fails we have in the open book exam is higher than the number of fails we had when it was closed book examination. So please do not trivialize this open book exam. It's actually tough. It's very technical. But if you do these things I'm going to tell you now, if you do them, if you follow these instructions, you're going to pass it first time. Meanwhile, remember, I am teaching you this out of experience. I have coached over 20 students. I have coached them personally and I've seen them pass. So this is not a rocket science. There are precepts to this, and when you follow them, you're going to pass likewise. Now, the first thing you need to do is before applying to write for the NEBOSH exam, be sure that you have attended the classes and you understand the entire concept of the NEBOSH IGC studies. Very important. So before actually applying to say you want to write the exam, be sure you understand the concept. Be sure you've followed all the classes. Be sure that you can be able to interpret what you've learned. This is very, very important because we see a lot of students, they go to apply for exams, maybe after taking a couple of classes, they go to apply for exams, even without having the knowledge, the in depth knowledge of what the study is all about. You can't pass that way. Okay, assuming you pass, you can't be able to defend it. So it's very, very important that you first understand the studies. Secondly, on the day of the exam, when you must have understood everything and you have registered for the exam, on the day of the exam, be in a very calm and peaceful place, a very serene place where you can meditate, where you can read very well and understand what it is talking about. That is step two. Number three is make sure to read the exam scenario at least three times. At least three times. So the questions they come after you reading a particular scenario. They'll give you a case study, a scenario case study, where you are going to imagine you being maybe the manager there. You're going to act as a functionary in that scenario. Okay, so now be sure that you read this at least three times. You know why? Because the more you read, the more you see something new, the more you are able to bring out things and digest them. Don't just read once and think you've understood it. No, you need to read again, and read for the third time at least. Read very thoroughly. Okay, so now another point is try to understand the scenario and look out for words you don't understand in dictionary. See, the examination is actually coming from the UK. Of course, I in my previous video I explained where the NEBOSH is from and all. So it's actually coming from the UK. So there are some English words that might be used you're not conversant with. So have your dictionary by your side. If there are words they use in the scenario that you don't seem to understand, look for it in the dictionary to be able to synchronize the scenario very well. Because if you miss out one word, you don't understand the meaning of one word, you might actually lose out in the entire scenario. So, words that you don't understand, search for them in the dictionary. Okay, let your answers be very simple, constructive, make the examiner understand your concept. Don't write too many big English or don't make it very, very ambiguous. Let your answer be very, very simple but constructive. Okay, this is a boy. You make it very simple. Don't complicate issues, because now the people that are marking these exams, They are all over the world. You have, the English people, the Asian people, the African people, the American people. These people, they mark the scripts and their English differs. So write the simplest English you can imagine, but make it very, very constructive. The examiner should understand the concept you're trying to explain. Okay? Now read and understand each question very well. Do not assume. Be sure you understand a particular question before answering it. Read and understand. Don't assume, okay, these people, they are trying to ask this question. No. Read, understand, digest before attempting. Be sure you understand a particular question, because if you don't understand, you cannot give the appropriate answer. If you don't understand the question, read it again. Okay. Now, another point is make use of the internet or your textbook to gain more insight about questions you have doubt about, but do not copy and paste. See, they will tell you that you have the internet, you have your textbook, you have all these are to give you ideas. That is why it is scenario based questions. It is not a one line answer kind of question. So if you have all these tools to yourself, the internet, your textbook, you can make researches, you can understand the concept very well. Then you write in your own words. Do not copy and paste, maybe from your textbook or from the internet. If you do that, you're going to fail. Okay. Now, if you finish early, try to revise your answers. Try to revise it. If you, I mean, you have 24 hours to write the examination. Let's say you finish in 8 hours or so. You try to go through them again. There is no way you can go through them that you will not correct one or two things. Okay. Remember that the passing mark for NEBOSH is 45%, 45 over 100. If you score 44, you've not passed. Now, there are two very important keynotes to take home. Two very important keynotes to take home. One is be very cautious about the word count. Don't write too much and don't write too little. Convince the examiner that you know what the question is all about. They would give you a total of 3,000 words to write. Okay, plus and minus either 3,003 or 2,007, 10% up and down. All right. So, but don't write too much. Let it not be too big. Too voluminous, and let it not be too little. The examiner should be able to understand that this young man, this young lady, understand the question, and he's making a lot of sense. Okay, that is one keynote. Then, secondly, do not write out of point. Focus only on the question asked. Do not write out of point, because for instance they will ask you about the financial reasons for upholding health and safety. You talk about the legal reasons, or you talk about the social reasons. It's not supposed to be so. They ask you about auditing, you explain about inspection, or they ask you about positive safety culture, you explain about negative safety culture. Let your answers be precise. If they ask you about a particular thing, go straight to the point to tell them that this is this, this is this. So don't carry, don't borrow other definitions, other explanations into a particular question you're answering. All right. The NEBOSH exam is actually easy to pass if you follow these steps. If you have any question, you have any doubt, please feel free to put them in the comment section. We are going to attend to it. See, I have written my NEBOSH exam for years now. I have passed my NEBOSH IGC, I have concluded my international diploma, and currently I'm doing my master's, even though it is in energy and sustainability management. So you can do it. If I can do it, if the 20 persons, over 20 persons I have coached, if they can do it, you can also do it. Are you afraid of taking NEBOSH? Do not be afraid anymore. Take it up, follow these precepts, read, pay attention to details, and you're going to pass it. Thank you so very much. And I want to hear your testimony in a very short while. Do take care. Bye.